Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today's video is WWE SummerSlam 2021 review. Now, a lot happened. A lot of, returns happened, a lot of questionable booking. When I mean a lot, I mean just one questionable booking. And the pay-per-view was not good. Now, a lot of people are saying, it was amazing, but I'm in the majority. I think a lot of people did not like this pay-per-view as well. I'm giving this pay-per-view 4 out of 10, maybe 3 out of 10. It was terrible. The matches felt, rushed, forced. A lot of quick matches. And I kept count. 4 out of the 10 matches were a squash match. Now I could go over them. Eva Marie versus Alexa Bliss. Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley, which actually went a bit longer than expected. Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch, and Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. 4 out of the 10 matches. That's bad. That's almost half your card is a squash match. I don't know how that's acceptable. I did not like this pay-per-view at all, but let's get right into it. So the first match of SummerSlam was RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team Champions. Now, obviously the winners were Randy Orton versus Riddle. Now, this match was 12 minutes long if I'm right, but it was very quick, and I realized that right off, as soon as the match ended, that's when I realized. I'm like, why was this match so short? We see longer tag team matches on Raw and SmackDown. Like, we actually do. I don't know why this match was so short, and that was the problem with SummerSlam. I don't know what it was. It felt like they were rushing through the card. Not too many long matches. I think there was only 2 matches that were long. Obviously, Seth Rollins and Edge and the main event. But to open a show, it should be at least a 20 to 25 minute match. But that was the problem with SummerSlam. It just felt quick. I don't know why. A lot of people like shorter pay-per-views, but I'm in the minority that actually like long pay-per-views, especially if it's like a SummerSlam WrestleMania pay-per-view, right? But yeah, let's go to the next match. Next match was a WrestleMania dream-worthy main event match. Alexa Bliss versus or Eva Marie. That's how much I even cared about this match. What the hell was the point of this? I hate Alexa Bliss's new gimmick. Obviously, it's not Alexa Bliss's fault. It's the creative. Alexa Bliss is, trying to do her best with it. I don't even know why Eva Marie is still with the WWE. She can't wrestle. She can't cut a promo. She can't even slap a woman. It looks fake. I'm sorry. I'm pissed. I'm really pissed at this pay-per-view. I'm literally recording right after the pay-per-view ended, so a lot is on my mind, and I won't upload this till tomorrow. But, just get Eva Marie off my TV, especially at SummerSlam. Terrible match. Alexa Bliss won, and I guess Piper or Doudrop, whatever her name is now, I guess turned on Eva Marie after the match, and that's all I have to say about that. Next match was the United States Champion Sheamus versus Damien Priest. And this was actually an amazing match. Like I said, I was really looking forward to this match. Damien Priest has grown on me a lot, and obviously he won, and I was really happy that he won. I'm really looking forward to see where this title reign goes. I really want to see Damien Priest versus The Miz. I feel like that was a better build-up to Sheamus versus Damien Priest. I feel like they focus more on Damien and The Miz rather than Damien and Sheamus. But this was an amazing match. Sheamus, carried the Thunderdome era, had a lot of good matches. Damien Priest, up-and-coming star, and they put on a very good match. The crowd didn't really seem like they cared, but either way, Damien Priest won. Then we had the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Family versus Family, Usos versus the Mysterios. Obviously, the Uso won, and they're carrying the bloodline. Oh my god. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Good match, I guess. Then we had our WrestleMania dream match, Bianca Belair versus, never mind, Carmella. What was the point of that? You really had the whole promo package just to say that Sasha Banks isn't there to compete. My guess is she has the Roro. Obviously, it's not injury. If she was just on SmackDown, then she wasn't, on Saturday at the live event. I think Sasha's got the Roro. Either way, this is when Carmella came out, and then Bianca Belair and Carmella, I guess, had a stare-off before, the match started. That's when Becky Lynch made her return. Like I said, I am happy Becky Lynch is back, but I hate the outcome of what happened. I was expecting, probably a 20-minute match between Becky versus Bianca, first time ever. I was really looking forward to, and it turned into a 20-second match with the worst rock bottom I've ever seen in my life. I made a video yesterday on Bianca Belair getting buried. I'm not going to go into it too much. All I'm going to say is you built a new superstar for a year just to have her lose in 20 seconds. Everything you've done with her. Bayley helped her get her over on SmackDown. She won the Royal Rumble, main evented WrestleMania, won that, had a title reign just to lose in 20 seconds. You built a new superstar just to get buried in 20 seconds. I am disappointed. I don't know where this is going. Obviously, I know where it's going. And probably on SmackDown, we're going to get a custom generic promo number 3. I wasn't prepared for the match. That's definitely what's going to happen on SmackDown. Man, I really hated this. This is why SummerSlam sucked. Then we had another squash match, Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal, a match I was actually kind of looking forward to until it turned into another 4 or 5 minute match. Drew McIntyre came out with his sword. I swear, I think I had the exact same sword when I was smaller. It was like my Halloween costume. I think it is. Guys, what was this SummerSlam? We had 5-minute matches. 4 of them were 5 minutes. One was 20 seconds. Bad booking decisions. I just did not like SummerSlam. I know I said it a bunch of times, but Drew McIntyre won the match. Then we had a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Cross, which Charlotte Flair won, and that's all I have to say about this because I don't even know what her title reign is at, probably 17, 18, 21, 45, I don't know. And then we had a dream match, 7 years in the making, Edge versus Seth Rollins, which Edge he looked badass. Let's be honest, he looked badass in that entrance, and this led to an amazing match, dream match. In my opinion, match of the night. Seth Rollins, is giving us some good moves like the Falcon Arrow. We see it. More, I think we saw like the pedigree. We didn't see the curb stomp. Edge, I think, won with not the yes lock, the cross face submission. I don't know. I'm not really that good at wrestling move names, but it was an amazing match. I think it was a 20-minute match. And yeah, Edge won. And I'm curious to see what goes next. Or what happens next. I think this is going to continue, and I think we're going to get a rematch at Extreme Rules. Maybe, I think with a stipulation. So yeah, I'll be definitely looking forward to this rematch. Then we had the semi-main event, Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg for the WWE Champion. And guys, I know it's gonna be hard to believe, but this match was actually longer than Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Can you guys actually just take that into perspective? But in all seriousness, we actually saw more than just a jackhammer spear. Come on. It's 5-star. No, I'm kidding. It was probably like a 4 or 5 minute match, which Bobby Lashley didn't even pin Goldberg. I think the match stopped because Goldberg's knee or leg or ankle hurt. And then that's when we saw Goldberg's son, I think Gage. Because after the match, Bobby Lashley was beating up Goldberg with a steel chair on his injured ankle. I don't even know what was injured. That's when Gage came, I think, try to jump on Bobby Lashley's back. Then Bobby beat up Gage, and then MVP said, Bobby Lashley didn't know who that was. It could have been anyone, which obviously I think this is going to continue because Goldberg said, I'm going to kill you. And then the main event, John Cena versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And like I said, I don't know if I said it before, but I love, the slow start matches that turn, that pick up the pace. For example, Edge versus Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank was exactly that. It was a slow start to the match, which picked up. That was exactly the case with this match. We saw a lot of, roll-ups from Cena, just like he said in his promos. All it takes is 1, 2, 3, so a lot of close counts, which I actually liked that. And then we saw a table spot where John Cena put Roman Reigns through a table. And then we saw a second rope AA, which Roman Reigns kicked out. Obviously, Roman Reigns won with a spear. 1, 2, 3. And that's when we saw the returning Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar comes out. My guy looks like an absolute badass. He looks like a Viking, man. He does not look like the farmer. He looks like a Viking. That was amazing. When I heard Brock Lesnar's theme song, I was in my head, does he still have the Viking look? Because, there was pictures of him on the internet before with that look. So I was curious to see, if he shaved off the beard, cut the ponytail. But no, he actually kept it, and he looks badass. He looks like a Viking. And then we had a stare down between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. And this is going to be an absolute banger of a match down the line. I don't know when it's going to happen. I think Extreme Rules, I guess. Extreme Rules is looking like a very good pay-per-view. Already better than SummerSlam, let's be honest. I mean, Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. There's going to be a lot of good promos. And then, there's already another question. Why did Paul Heyman leave Brock Lesnar for Roman Reigns? Or maybe Paul Heyman might turn on Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar might win the match. A lot can happen in this promo or this feud. Maybe Brock Lesnar might win the champion. So yeah, that was your 2021 SummerSlam. Like I said, not a good pay-per-view at all. Probably, I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 10. Mainly because, there was a lot of short matches. 4 out of the 10 matches were a squash match. Bianca Belair got buried. The only upside to this was Rollins versus Edge, Cena versus Reigns, and Brock Lesnar returning. Heck, guys, trust me, I like Becky Lynch returning too. I'm glad she's back. But just the outcome, like, when that happened, I knew Becky was going to win the match, but I thought we were going to get like a 20-minute match, like a good wrestling match, which turned into a 20-second match. That's why I'm disappointed, guys. That's why. But yeah, like I said, not a good pay-per-view at all. I'm pretty sure Extreme Rules is going to do a lot better. I mean, heck, we might get Rollins versus Edge in a rematch with a stipulation. Roman versus Brock Lesnar. Bianca Belair versus Becky, maybe versus Sasha Banks in a triple threat match. A lot. Extreme Rules is looking very good. Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg rematch, maybe. So like I said, Extreme Rules will be like the SummerSlam 2.0, but longer matches because there will be like less filler on the card, like Drew versus Jinder, Alexa versus Eva Marie. You get the point. So tell me what you guys think down below, and peace.